Okay. Which major championship is not held in the United States?
Wait.
Linnell?
4 major championships.
I know what it is.
It's a British Open. British Open.
That's there's no other answer. That's it.
Oh, okay.
British Open. Okay. Now, can anybody name the 4 major championships that are played on the PGA Tour? 4 majors. And Wells Fargo is not one of them.
The USA Open.
Hang on.
Oh, hold on. You got to raise your hand. Give everybody else a chance.
Is there anybody else that's raised their hand? Santa Rao?
Anybody? 4 major championships.
The Masters, U.S. Open, Open Championship, and PGA Championship.
Boom. Correct. Very good. Now, it used to be that the Masters was first, and then it was U.S. Open, Open Championship, which was called the British Open, and then the PGA. Well, last year they changed it up, and they moved the PGA Championship to the second one of the year. So it goes Masters, PGA Championship, U.S. Open, and then the Open Championship.
What
And
about
a
the
really cool thing about the Open Championship is if you win that, you are called the champion golfer of the year for the rest of the year. That's kind of a pretty cool title. I would love to be called the champion golfer of the year. That would be pretty awesome. Okay, next trivia question here. Who has the lowest 18-hole score in PGA history, and what was it? Who has the lowest score, and what did they shoot? Come on, it's a funky.
54?
Oh, no.
Gosh.
So there was a hint.
Nicholas?
If you shot 18 under, you would shoot 54, and it is not 54.
3, 2, 1. 32. I think it's 32.
No, that's lower than 54, so nobody shot 54 or lower. So
I thought it was supposed to be lower than 54.
I think it's a 61 or something.
I think it's 72.
No, I think it's a
Jim
61
Furyk,
or 63.
Jim Furyk,
what? Jim
and
Furyk?
his record, Jim Furyk, 58.
58. That is
Are you
incredible.
Googling those things?
I think somebody put
Yes.
something online. Hey, you're being resourceful, though. I like that.
I
So here's the thing about that.
I can't.
Okay, real quick. Jim Furyk is the only guy in PGA Championship history to have 2 rounds in the 50s. That's pretty awesome. He shot a 59 one time, and he shot a 58. That's some pretty awesome playing. So if you ever see Jim Furyk swing a golf club, it's kind of funky, but he gets the job done. So it's not about being pretty. It's about being effective. So let's go back real quick. We got to talk about our goal setting. So one of the biggest things for goal setting is last week we talked about a goal being positive. So always important to set a positive goal on exactly what we want to do. This time we want to set goals that are specific. So if you're setting a very specific goal, one of the biggest aspects of that is it's going to have a number attached to it. So if I'm playing golf, my goal would be to hit 80% of my greens in regulation. My goal would be to average 27 putts around. So there's a number attached to it, and it's very specific. A non-specific goal would be is I want to be a better golfer. That's not too specific because, I mean, what do you normally shoot? What do you want to shoot? So you want to set a specific goal. So on the test, when they ask a test question, it will have a number attached to it. So setting a very specific goal is important. You don't want some bland general rule that you really don't know the parameters of it. So you want to make sure very specific. And the other part of that is part 3 of setting a reachable goal is going to be, it has to be important to you. So if the goal is not important to you, do you think you're going to work very hard to attain it? Now, I know that sometimes, our parents want us to do certain things like, I want my son to be a PGA Tour player. I want my daughter to be an LPGA Tour player. But if the kid doesn't want to do that, they're probably not going to put everything they have into it. So you want to set a goal that's important to you. Because if it's important to you, I guarantee you're going to work a lot harder to achieve it than a goal that somebody else sets for you. So make sure that you're really focusing on that. So we've had goals that are positive, goals that are specific, and goals that are important to you. And then next week we'll give you the last one of that, about the 4 goals or 4 aspects of setting a reachable goal. Very important because we want to reach all our goals. Anybody remember where we're supposed to tape our goals? Anybody? So tape them on your mirror. That way you see it every single day. Really, really good. All right, great. We're doing good on time here. So honesty, be honest with yourself about your abilities. Push yourself to get just beyond where you are right now. So if you're averaging 30 putts around, really work hard to get it to 29 putts around. So if you played a 4-round tournament, so a tournament that has 4 rounds, and you improved your putting average by 1 shot, you're 4 shots better in the tournament. And most people win a tournament, they win it by 1 shot. So if you're 4 shots better, that's going to be awesome. If you're a person who averages 40 putts around and you get it to where you 2-putt every hole, that means you improved it by 4 shots around. And over a 4-round tournament, you're 16 shots better. That's pretty incredible. So putting is going to be one of the best ways that you can improve your score, but you can improve by a lot. So that's kind of cool. All right, we're going to go inside right now. I'm going to show you a game real quick that can help you stay occupied, especially if you've got siblings around. The game is called Speed. My son's going to help me real quick here. So let me get this set up. Everybody hang tight here. Oh, I'm turning the wrong way. There we go. Fine. Okay, good. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make another video of this so you can see even a little bit closer. So I'm going to hold this up right here. This is kind of the setup that we have here. So on one side, this is a 2-person game. I'm going to have 15 cards in one pile, 5 in the other. I'm going to have 5 here, 1 card, 5, and I'm going to have 15, and I'm going to have 5 again. So you can see, put this down quick. So you can see the setup. I've got 5 cards here, 15 cards in a big pile, 15 cards in a big pile, 5 cards here, 5 on the side, 5 on the side, and 1 each in the middle. So what happens is you're going to get 5 cards in your hand, and you want to keep those, you have to keep 5 cards in your hands at all time, but you're trying to get rid of all your cards. So I'm going to set mine up here. You can see I've got a 7 and 8, 2 10s and a queen. And my son knows what I have now, but that's okay. He over here, he's going to show you what he's got. He's got 2 4s, a 5, a 6, and a 9. So what we do, and we're going to do this real slow, and then I'm going to lower it down so you can see better, is we go 1, 2, 3, go, and we flip this over. So he has a 5 here, or there, hold on, there's a 5 there and a 6 there. So what we're trying to do is either go up or down on that card, and you can play off of both cards. So just slowly put your card down. So he's throwing a 5 down there. Put the 4 over here. Put the 4 over here and then the 5. So he's going, say you're going over there, and I'm going to go over here. So I have a 6, I'm going 7, 8, I'm stuck. You can still play over here. And then I'm picking 2 cards up because I have to keep 5 cards in my hand at all times. There's a 4 there, so I'm going to go 3, 4. There's a 9, I go 10. I'm picking up cards. Okay, so I can go 3, 2, ace. Now, on the ace, I can either go to the king or I can go back to the 2. There's a king, the queen, king, 2, 3, 4, 3.
I have nothing.
Okay, so if you get stuck at this time,
I'm not.
I know, but I'm just saying, if you get stuck at this time, you have the side pile. So just pretend you're stuck. We're going to take the card in here. We'll say 1, 2, 3. We'll flip it over. You try to finish out there. I'm stuck. Still got 3 cards in my hand. Nowhere to go. So what will happen is if we run out, okay, so all of a sudden we're stuck here. We flip the cards over on the side here. Now hold on one second. If we got to the end of this deck over here, when we don't have any more side cards, we would flip the center pile back over here and then continue through. So that, and we're trying to do this as fast as possible. Can you play? Nope. So we flip them over again. Can't play. Flip the side over again. Can't play. Flip the side over again.
No.
Can't play. So then we're going to take this these here, put them over here. Say,
First card is
say 1, 2, 3, go. Bam. So Coach B wins the game. Colin, oh man, he only had one card left. So the game's called Speed. We'll get you a better breakdown of how to play this and actually more of a close-up. But each player is going to start with basically 20 cards. 5 cards goes in your hand, and then a pile that you draw from. 5 cards a pile you draw from. We start by flipping over the center card. If we get stuck and nobody can play, you flip over one of the side cards and keep going. So that's just something, you know, a game that you can play, you know, especially when you're at home. It's fun. It's action-packed. You're trying to go as fast as possible. So once again, we're going to do a little bit better video on that so you can see a little bit more about what we're trying to do. But just trying to give you some ideas of trying to things to do to keep you occupied, games you can play with your family. Love having family game nights, real important there. Does anybody have any questions? Anybody? Did I lose everybody?
Get the clubs.
So you need to go online, have your parents go online. We send out an email, and they just need to reply to that email, and then we're going to put the clubs together and deliver them to you.
Or you can go on our social media on Instagram and Facebook, search First Tee of Charlotte, and I believe it's the first or second post on both of those that talk about the club borrowing program.
So how do you get like the Pacific balls that don't go as far?
Yeah, so you just go on there. It has all those questions. You can fill that out, and we'll be getting that stuff to everybody starting next week.
We'll get you some foam balls so you don't break windows.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
So I was absent last week. So, was there anything I missed in the previous meeting?
Well, last week, what happened was everybody gave me $5. So you need to send, I'm kidding. Don't give me $5. I'm joking. We're going to have it posted so you can go back and review what we did in the previous week. Daniel, where are we posting those?
Those will be posted to YouTube on the First Tee of Greater Charlotte YouTube channel.
So talk to your parents, get to the YouTube channel, First Tee of Charlotte. That way you can see what we did last week and you can stay caught up. And you can review anything we did this week as well. Anybody else got a question for me?
All righty. Well, Coach B, thank you so much. It's a little after 6. Again, follow us on social media. Tell your friends to follow us. Tell your parents to follow us. Tell all the people you don't like to follow us. That way we can get we're putting out all kinds of stuff every day for you. I've gotten 2 really cool videos today. One is from somebody who won a U.S. Open, and one is from somebody who won a Grammy. Talking about the First Tee core values. So every day we're posting different videos talking about different core values and things that go along with that. So we've got a lot of really cool videos coming up, people you're going to want to see and hear from. So I hope you guys have a great night, and we will see you next week. If there's anything we can do for you, don't hesitate to email the First Tee. We'll do anything we can, no matter what you're needing. Let us know. We'd love to do all we can to help out. So y'all have a great night, and we'll see you next week.